Hey there everyone, Neflewitz here with a blind run of LFR Guardians of Mogu'Shan. This is the first thing I've done since coming back to the game on the 7-day free trial for the new patch, and all I can say is thank God for the other tank because I am rusty and have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't look at a strategy guide or video or anything. I was just like, well, time to jump into LFR. I noticed they turned down the item level requirement on it. And here you can see me being stupid and keeping one of the bosses turned towards the raid. My old tank instincts should have had me turn him immediately or walk right next to the, I don't know, more geared and experienced tank that I was running with, but nope. I kept trying to figure out what the energy levels of the bosses meant. I mean, obviously they were doing something because I kept seeing such and such paralyzation move went off, but I never noticed the pools or the giant crystals while I was actually trying to do the fight, which I believe I even get rooted a couple times due to that, so... All in all, this first fight made me realize that the other tank was much better geared and experienced in this than I was. I had no idea about the mechanics going on. And second, it should have been a wake-up call for me that I was rusty and needed to get my act together. But unfortunately, I spend the rest of the raid clueless as to what's going on. For this first phase, I was just trying to figure out what this guy did. I don't think I even noticed the big thunder smash that went like right beside my character at all. And when it comes to the rock move, I wasn't sure if I should stay in it, get out of it. It didn't really seem to do much either way. But one of the biggest things that bothered me during this fight was I was trying to figure out what that thing on my health bar was. If you look, you'll see as my HP goes down, I still have this blue bar for the rest of my HP bar, and I'm like, is this some new raid mechanic? Is this something the guy does? Is this shield that the healer puts on me? I ended up figuring out afterwards that it was my Death Strike's blood shield, but at the time I was so confused. For the second phase, I didn't really get the gist of what was the big mechanic. I noticed the fire kind of going around in a circle outside of melee range, so I was concerned that it might come over to us. I didn't notice the meleeers on fire at the time. I do now, but I wasn't sure what I should be doing. Was there a debuff to ton off or whatnot? But when he switches phases again, I couldn't tell what this third phase was either. It's electricity maybe, or arcane. It didn't really seem to matter whatever his mechanic was though, because we just kind of pummeled through it, and this was partially due to having an awesome tank and partially due to the fact that it's looking for raid, but it didn't really help me get a solid bead on what his shtick was, so to speak. For this guy, my biggest problem was I kept looking for the spirit totem to cross over with, because I was sure that one of the two of us was supposed to be in the spirit realm tanking something, because that's normally how these fights with two realms work, is you split up the tanks and you occasionally switch them out, but that didn't seem to be the case. I didn't notice the totems at the time. All I could see were the tiki heads, which are not totems, couldn't be clicked on, and seemed to be hurting people. So I noticed that I had aggro for a while, yellow aggro, which as I tried to move over and find one of the spirit totems, I realized the boss was focusing on me or some such, and I ended up moving the boss on accident. But when I finally do get into the spirit realm, I completely forget to check what's going on. Maybe I need to pick something up. I immediately turn to the biggest ghost I see, kill it, which frees me back up to the real world, and I go back to beating on the boss without even tanking. So I guess my biggest disappointment with LFR is that it doesn't teach you the mechanics. I'm very aware that in this video I personally was not performing very well, which is one reason why I'd actually like to make this video and commentate on it, because it helped me figure out that I wasn't very good. I just wish that some of the mechanics were a little bit more clear so that I could have understood them better.